Hello, everyone. I am Danielle Jones. For those of you who do not know, I am a life coach, motivational speaker, and author of Surrender One Marriage Testimony. And today I want to talk to you about a few different things, but minimalism being the main component of today's talk. So the advantages of minimalism is absolutely endless, and it can be applied to any aspect of your life. But I put together this handy dandy little board here today. When you have your family, your finances, your work, your household responsibilities, your friends, your food and upkeep with cooking and dinner and maintaining your meals throughout the day and your expenses for that and your dieting, your extra fun, the little balloon here represents the fun, through the events and other things that you have going in your life, exercise, which should definitely be a component in your list of to-dos that you have to deal with on a regular basis, and of course, etc., because everybody's life is completely different and that needs to have room for variation. But what we need to do with minimalism when we apply it to the activities and the things that we do in our life is we need to pick our core things that are most important to us, that are most healthy for your being. And when we begin to focus on that, like for me, one of my major components that I didn't even put on here is my purpose and fulfilling my purpose, and that's sharing and exposing my truth and offering it to others with value. That is a major component and important aspect to my life. And the other aspect is my family. I homeschool my family, and it's really just what all I'm about, and I'm completely obsessed with. And so many people, are obsessed with their careers and where their careers are taking them. And other people love spending ample time focusing on building their homes or upgrading their homes or working on project and crafting for their homes. And of course, there are people that, give excess attention to their friends. So everybody's different and everyone has their focus that is most important to them. And what you should begin to do is pick 1, 2, maybe 3. I suggest at most 2 though, because that is the best result that I've experienced thus far with myself and with others, is that when you pick the 2 aspects of your life that are most important to you, give it as much focus. Hold on one second. Give it as much focus as you possibly can and let everything else begin to fold under that. I know that kind of was a little bit sketchy. But when you begin to focus on the 2 main aspects of your life and start fitting the other categories as subcategories within those 2. For example, with my family and my purpose being my 2 major components, I tend to slip everything else within those 2. So with my family, we can work out together. We can go to events and have fun together. My business is home-based, so I make my money and my work from home with my family. So those are like the subcategories within that category, right? Is all within the family, all involved and engulfed with the family. And as you begin to compact and minimalize the important parts of your life, everything begins to follow suit. Your health, your dieting, your love, your relationships, your finances even, it all begins to mold into these 2 major things, because one of the most important things you can have in life is focus. When you have that direct laser focus, everything begins to develop in a more enriching way that you can really begin to enjoy and feel that true gratitude within yourself, because you have that major focus and set point, and it's not wavering, and you're not scatterbrained, and you're not all over the place. And when we can bring ourselves to those moments, that's when everything becomes magnificent and miracles begin to unfold in our life, and it's absolutely beautiful and such a blessing. So another thing that I wanted to talk about is I had a dream last night where my husband was asking me if I wanted to have another baby, and we were in the middle of this big like soccer event that was huge and everything going on and just a bunch of people running around. And I woke up this morning, and I'm big on dream interpretation, and I was asking myself, like, what does this mean to me? And my answer, by the way, in the dream was no, I absolutely do not want to have another baby. And that kind of, family being the most important thing to me, you might have been caught off guard and like, yes, maybe that means she's supposed to have another baby. No, that wasn't it. My interpretation of that dream was that, no, I'm ready to move on from this season of my life of having a young family and little toddlers and little kids running around, and really step into the next season of my life and bring my family and my young ones along with me and bring them along my purpose. And the big event was really stepping out into the world and seeing what I am capable of. Seeing who I am in the bigger ocean, and the fish leaving the pond and going into the big ocean, and see how good I can swim. Seeing what I can offer in a bigger way, in a bigger world, and providing more value to further my reach and further my purpose, right? So that's one way that we can really gain insight on our lives and kind of pinpoint the things that are most important to us, which comes back to minimalism, is really getting that focus and getting into that gratitude of what you already have, right? That's a big focus on minimalism. And another thing I wanted to say is, when you have so much going on here, I'm gonna draw a new picture here real quick, so bear with me. I'm just gonna draw a bunch of dots. Oh, this is okay. So when your brain looks like this and it's scattered and you have no real pinpoint, even the points are like racing all over the place, right? You can't get a focus, you can't get a hold, you don't have a second to be grateful because you're so busy trying to get a hold of this. All of this, right? And then when we begin to erase some of the things going on in your mind and in your life, and you just have these 2 points, it is much easier to get clarity and leave room for growth in your life, right? You're making room, you're shedding the excess. You're getting rid of things that aren't important to you so you can truly focus on the things that are. And when you begin to do that, you invite so much in your life. When you make room, when you start truly creating space to invite more beauty, abundance into your life, that is what minimalism is all about, is embracing less and making it more. Less is more in every single aspect of your life. When it comes to your material objects, when it comes to your relationships, when it comes to your focus in life and the aspects that you have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. Less is more. So I really wanted to get you guys to get a hold of that today, is when you get down to the basics, to the root of everything, and find out what really is important to you and what brings you joy in your life, that begins to transform everything. So I love you guys so much, and I hope you have a beautiful day today. If you're watching this on Facebook, go ahead and PM me if you'd like to get further connected. I would love to talk to you and work with you on any of the areas of my videos and live streams that I've been talking about. If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and click my face right over here to subscribe, and also check the description box if you want to get further connected with me as well. And I will talk to you guys again very soon. Mwah! Bye.